Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hockey Podcast Network. We are back with some NHL action tonight. Four Nations. We can talk more about that in this stream tonight. Exceeded expectations. We got a day off yesterday, and now we're back with the NHL. It feels a bit weird. I'm still gutted about that game. That took me right back to 2010. Like I said, we can talk about that later. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you are new to this channel, feel free to subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Smash the like button as well. Follow us on our social media pages. At HockeyPodNet is the Insta and Twitter. Want to check me out on Twitter? At Grant Hakeem is my handle. Thank you to the sponsors as well. Game Time and DraftKings. Use that same promo code THPN for both. With Game Time, you get $20 off your first purchase. If you want to see the Blues or Winnipeg Jets in person, get that discount. Puck has dropped, by the way. Puck has dropped. We'll get your stats here as they roll in. We'll do lineups as well, because I always forget that. But get your score predictions in the chat. And if I'm a betting man, I love the Winnipeg Jets. They're one of my favorite teams. I thought I'd support the Blues tonight. Because I'm a huge Nick Leddy fan. And I've never gotten a chance to wear this jersey before. I got it for the Winter Classic, and it arrived, of course, after the Winter Classic. So I thought, let's pop it on tonight, get the lights coordinated, and I think it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty decent. But I think I'd be a prat if I didn't pick the Blues, right? I'd be like, that's got to be a bit hypocritical if I don't pick the Blues for this game. So I'm going to go... Is it going to be high scoring? We have both backup goaltenders playing tonight, Hofer and Eric Comrie, respectively. Both really good backups, to be honest with you. Hofer is really good. Eric Comrie, no, he is what he is. He's solid. I don't know. Let's go for a 3... It'll be tight. Let's go 3-2 Blues. I think that's conservative. 3-2 Blues. But I'd love to know what you guys think in the chats. Put it in. We do have stats. I can pop that up for you. There we go. Happy Hockey Night in Canada, by the way. Forgot it's Hockey Night. Danielle Barry says, hey, what is up, Daniel? Thank you for tuning in. Nothing better than hockey on a Saturday night. Like I said, it feels a bit soon. I'm still grieving over Thursday night. But we move on. Donnell says, what is up, sir, on this Saturday night? What is up, Donnell? Thank you for stopping by. Didn't know you got a Blues Winter Classic jersey in Fanatics. What size is that jersey? Plus, a lot of people didn't like that jersey at all, just to let you know. Well, Donnell, it's not the first time, that I've worn a jersey that people don't like. People don't like that baby blue Jets jersey I have. I think this looks really cool. It's a size 52. I got my boy Nick Leddy on the back, if you can see it. Sort of, yes, Nick Leddy. Out of Eden Prairie, Minnesota. I grew up, 15 minutes from Eden Prairie. Watched him growing up as a kid. So any team that he moves to, I'm going to support because I do love him that much. So no, I really like this. I don't get all the hate about it. It's just, they did a really good job. It looks like a classic jersey. I like the felt, lettering and the shoulder patches. And I don't know, it's just really cool. Donnell, I was so pissed when Team USA lost to Canada in the final. How the hell do you leave McDavid wide open for the game winner in OT for the championship? Yes, it was such a tight game. You have two even teams. A mistake's going to happen. And, I mean, game was on the stick for Austin Matthews in overtime. He couldn't bury it. You knew Canada was going to get a chance. And they buried their one big chance they got in overtime. I'm gutted. That is devastating. I'm absolutely devastated about that. Doesn't hurt as much as 2010 Vancouver Olympics. It's definitely up there though. Like that it still stings to think about. And at least if we were gonna lose in a championship game, I'd rather it be in this tournament versus next year. So hopefully next year, if we do meet in the gold medal game, we'll get revenge. But that still hurts. I just feel for all those players. They put in so much. That Team USA team is tight too. Like all those guys. One thing I loved about how Bill Guerin and other people around USA Hockey picked the team. All those guys played in the World Juniors or played in the U.S. National Development Team program at some point. I think Jake Gentl's probably the only one who didn't do any of those. But for the most part, Team USA, all those guys played together when they were kids. So, like, team chemistry-wise, you saw it. Like, they were so good together. And the injuries we had, it was really tough with the Matthew Tkachuk and... Well, I should have been a penalty on Scheifele almost. Got tripped up. Matthew and Brady weren't 100%. Austin just didn't look like himself really, right? And we were battling with a lot of injuries. 2-on-1 Perfetti. Shot. Oh, did it go in? Referee says it's a goal. First goal of the night for Winnipeg, and it's 1-0 Jets. I thought it hit the crossbar and bounced out, but Ehlers gets the goal. First shot of the game. We have one Jets fan in the audience who's like, yes. That's a weird goal. Yeah, Ehlers like whiffed on the shot. Perfetti, that's a terrible play about that defenseman for the St. Louis there. Who is that? Is that Ryan Suter? That was a geriatric play by Ryan Suter there. Not even attempting to like lay out and block the pass. As a defenseman, that's what you're taught to do, is to lie flat on the ice, and so you block the passing lane. Ryan Suter does like the grandma, I'm going to lower down my stick and bend over to try and block the pass, and it didn't work. But yeah, Ehlers kind of flubbed the shot, and it just flickered through and hit the inner post and out. Well, good start for the Jets. As expected, they're on a 8-game winning streak, right? Looking for 9 in a row, which I believe would be a franchise best. Someone can fact check me on that. I think that's what they said on the broadcast. Here comes Scheifele now. Good defense by Falk. But yeah, back on the U.S. thing, we were hurt. A lot of guys were hurt. Obviously, Canada had injuries as well. Not having Quinn Hughes sucked. The big thing for me that really shocked me pregame was Mike Sullivan opted to put in Chris Kreider over Kyle Connor. And I was like, what drugs are you taking, Mike Sullivan? It's a championship game. Kyle Connor, I think he's one of the most underrated goal scorers in the entire National Hockey League. In a championship game, when you know the game is going to be tight, it's going to take one chance to win the game, basically. And Kyle Connor is known to put the puck in the net, and you're not going to have him in your starting lineup. I thought that was ridiculous. And then what's crazy is that Chris Kreider, he was benched for half of the game. He was starting from the second period to the end of the game. He was benched. And it's just like, why was he even included? Like, you could have had a healthy Kyle Connor in that lineup. And you cannot tell me that would not have at least helped the cause in terms of winning the game or holding on to the lead. when we had it at 2-1 when Sandberg scored. I digress, though. That really, really frustrated me that Kyle Connor wasn't in the starting lineup. And then, of course, like Matthew Tkachuk, I get it. He wants to be involved and around the team, but he didn't even play. He sat on the bench and was a glorified cheerleader. I was telling one of my friends, like, oh, let's get Matthew Tkachuk some pom-poms on the bench to be a cheerleader. We could have had, like, Tage Thompson, a healthy Tage Thompson in the lineup. So I definitely think lineup-wise it could have been better. It's not why we lost, but I feel like little things like that make a difference, and that's what I would have done if I was coaching. But yeah, we'll take a TV timeout. Let's do lineups, because we're already in our first TV timeout, and we haven't done lineups yet. So here are the lineups. To the left of me. It's right on the screen, but to the left of me. We'll start with the visiting Jets. So you got Vilardi, Scheifele, Kyle Connor. As for mentioned, Kyle Connor. Well rested, because he didn't play. Mike Sullivan, you're an idiot. Second line of Cole Perfetti, Nemestikov, and Ehlers. Third line of Mason Appleton, Adam Lowry, and Nino Niederreiter. Your fourth line of Kupari, Gustafsson, Iafallo. On defense, you got Pionk and Sandberg, DeMello and Stanley, Miller, Heinola, I think that's how you say his name. That looks like a high school, prep school picture. He must be a rookie. And then we got Eric Comrie and net. For the St. Louis Blues, you got Neighbors, Thomas, Buchnevich, Holloway, Shen, Kyrou, Joseph, Sundqvist, Bolduc, Torpchenko, Fasca, and Walker. On defense, you got Fowler and Perieko from the Four Nations, Broberg and Justin Falk, Suter, Nick Leddy. I'm confused. I don't think that's right. Or is Leddy in the lineup? Because I saw on Twitter that someone else was taking Leddy's spot. But this says Leddy's in, so I mean, we'll see. I don't think that's correct. And then we have Hofer in net. Let me double check that, because I don't think Leddy's in. Yep, Tyler Tucker's in. So it's Tyler Tucker in for Nick Leddy. I don't know why this thing says Nick Leddy, but there you go. Tyler Tucker playing with Ryan Suter. They gave up the goal, too. They gave up the goal, so not a good pairing. I'm conflicted on Ryan Suter. Like, is he... I just feel like he doesn't do much anymore. Is he still effective as a defenseman? On that play, that looked terrible by Ryan Suter. Donnell, but yeah, leaving McDavid wide open on that play. I mean, that play is hard as a center because Matthew saw Mitch Marner in the corner and Adam Fox wasn't going to get there in time, so Matthews would be like, okay, I'll go and get Mitch Marner. And as the center, you're kind of floating around and helping out the defenseman in the defensive zone. And so that's why he did that. Matthews went to Marner. So it was just a miscommunication thing with Fox and Matthews. It's one of those plays that you can't get mad at Matthews for that one, in my opinion. So the way that overtime was going, it was going to end at some point soon. So Donnell says, shocked that you'll be wearing a Blues jersey against the Jets since you like them so much. Well, I do like the Jets. You're right. I just have never worn this Blues jersey before. And I'm like, it's probably the only opportunity I'm going to be able to wear it on a live stream. It's because I don't really choose to do live streams for the Blues that much. So I'm like, might as well wear it tonight, support Nick Leddy. Even though he's not playing tonight, unfortunately. Why not? Here's Perico, shot blocked. We got 10:38 to go here in the first, by the way. Anybody's wondering. I know everyone at home was wondering that. Donnell, did I tell you I got my Four Nations Team USA Premium size 56 blank? Got it delivered by FedEx last Saturday. It looks so good in person. It's my first Fanatics jersey. You did not tell me that. I thought about getting a USA jersey. I don't know, like, if they won the tournament, I probably would have tried to get one. But they were already all sold out. But, you know, it would have been cool if they won the tournament. Then I would have bought it to, like, have a memory of, you know, us winning that tournament. But since they lost, like, I don't want to get one. Because when I see that jersey, all I'm going to think about is losing to Canada. So, but yeah, it's like it's an average jersey. I think the little details in it are pretty cool with, like, the 13 stripes. It has, like, the Latin E pluribus, whatever, from the Constitution or wherever that's from. It's from some flag with, like, a snake on it, I think. I don't know my flag history that well. I gotta brush up on my Revolutionary War history. But, you know, I think it looks alright. I did get a Sweden jersey, Team Sweden jersey. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Pretty sweet. I am more than a quarter Swedish, so I thought it was cool, and I've always wanted a Sweden jersey. Got it from the Vancouver Canucks team store of all places, because it was the only place I could find it. I got that nice Canadian discount, since because you paid with the conversion of USD to Canadian dollars. So I only paid $140 for it. It's a blank, but pretty cool. They did a nice job with it. I love the, like, you can see it, the little patterns in the crest. Very nicely done. I give Fanatics lots of props. I give Fanatics lots of props because I wasn't sure, like, what the jersey situation was going to be this year, but they've done an outstanding job with the jerseys, so quality is really great. I haven't had any mess ups. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 Fanatics jerseys, and all of them are perfect, so they did a really good job. Props to Fanatics. I never thought I would say that. Your shots, by the way, 7-2 for Winnipeg, 9:55 to go. Winnipeg kind of controlling the play here as expected. Don't know, everyone loved the Four Nations tournament, even if people were casual hockey fans. That's what all the other leagues like NBA, NFL, and MLB should look into since the NHL did this. Yes, going into it, I actually made a video about it on my YouTube channel. I did like a little preview show, and I was basically like, am I going to take this tournament seriously? And I was like, the players probably aren't going to buy into it. It's going to be a glorified all-star game. You know, it's a made-up tournament. It's just like a money grab by the NHL. Yada, yada, yada. That was my kind of mentality going into it. I watched the Canada-Sweden game the first night. I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty good, you know. It's a lot better than I thought. And then the USA-Finland game, I was like, wow, okay, they're really going at it. You know, both the Kachuk brothers like laying hits like crazy. I was like, wow. And then obviously that US-Canada game with the 3 fights in 9 seconds was insane. And yeah, it's crazy how the entire North America audience really were talking about it. Like, I have like non-hockey friends who are talking to me about it and texting me about it, and it's just like, it's awesome. It's really cool. Hopefully this will help grow the game of hockey and grow the game of like international hockey, because for me, international hockey is like my favorite. It's the peak hockey that you can ever get, and that's like it's my like favorite. If I had to pick between like NHL and international hockey all day. I value that more than the NHL regular season, playoffs, etc. I think winning a gold medal, I will die happily if I can watch the United States win a gold medal in hockey. That'd be crazy. Hasn't been done since 1980, and it's actually the 45th anniversary of that famous Miracle on Ice game back in 1980, 45 years ago to the day. And contrary to a lot of people's thinking on it, that was only the semifinal game. People don't necessarily remember that. They think that was the championship. That was just the semifinal game to get to the championship against the Soviet Union. So, really cool tournament. I don't know if they're going to replicate it like this again. Like, people are saying, oh, they should do it every single year. I think it wouldn't make it as special if you did it every year, and just how taxing it is on the players. I wouldn't want that. I like what they're going to do. So basically, they're going to have the Olympics next year in Italy, in Milan. Then in 2028, they will have a World Cup of Hockey. 2030, Winter Olympics, wherever that is. 2032, World Cup of Hockey. So every 2 years, we get like best on best international hockey, which is awesome. And I think that's a good enough spacing for me. And then still have the All-Star game with the skills competition and whatnot on the off years. I'd be totally fine with that. But yeah, I think like NBA, if they did that, USA versus the world, I know that's something that's been talked about. I don't watch NBA or NFL at all because I don't really care besides the Super Bowl. MLB, I don't know what they could do, really. They have the World Baseball Classic, which is amazing, so I don't really think they need to do anything else with it. They got the dream matchup 2 years ago with Japan and the United States in the championship game when you had Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs to go. That was the matchup, so that was the dream, and they got it. So I don't know if MLB has to do anything else, but I don't know. It raises interesting questions to think about how to like market the sport and the people behind the glass. I never understand people, like, if you sit behind the glass, behind the net, like, we pound the glass. I think that's just so stupid. It's funny though. But yeah, I like the 2-year gap, though, between international hockey and regular All-Star game. That's fine with me. Also, don't forget, I feel like I need to plug this, because maybe people aren't aware of this. We do get best on best with NHL players in international tournaments every year. It's called the World Hockey Championships. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it. It occurs during the springtime in May, so it is during the Stanley Cup playoffs, but a lot of guys whose teams are done for the season, they'll go and represent their country at this tournament. They don't have to. A lot of guys opt out because they just want to have the summer off. But a lot of guys do choose to play in it. Like Dylan Larkin, for example, played in that World Hockey Championship for the past couple seasons. Like guys like Cole Caulfield. Who else? I'm trying to think of any other NHL. Patrick Kane's played in it before. So we have that to look for in the spring. And so if you're not aware of that tournament, now you are. I love watching it every year. I honestly enjoy watching those games more than the Stanley Cup playoff games because I just love international hockey so much. So there you go. World Hockey Championships, if you've never heard of it. And I hope, by the way, I'm kind of going on a tangent here. I hope that what we saw from Team USA, the players, the pride to wear the jersey, I hope that inspires other NHL American players this spring who are going to be eliminated to play for the United States in that World Hockey Championship tournament, because USA historically has had a tough time getting NHL guys who want to participate in that tournament. So hopefully after what we saw now, there'll be more motivation for guys to like, oh yeah, I want to play for the US now. So, because I think there's nothing more important than playing for your country. I think that's like the top of the top, what you can do as a hockey player, in my opinion. But yeah, it'll be fun because we'll have World Hockey Championships in the spring. We'll have World Juniors in the Christmas time. And then we'll have Olympics in February. And then World Championships again that spring. Very fun. Lots of international hockey. Dino, let me ask you, when did you get that Winter Classic Blues jersey? It was probably like 2 weeks ago. Sorry, 2 weeks before the Winter Classic. And since I got like a unique player, Nick Leddy, they obviously didn't have like pre-made Nick Leddy jerseys. I'm probably one of like a handful of people who got a Nick Leddy jersey in the Winter Classic version. It was like a custom special order, so it took like 3-4 weeks to get to me. So I don't know, when was the Winter Classic? Was on New Year's Eve, right? So I probably got it like once the World Juniors were over, second week of January. 4:45 to go, still 1-0 for Winnipeg. You haven't missed a thing, people. Kind of been of a forechecking, boring game for the most part. Not a lot of high grade A scoring chances, to be honest. Oh, just when I say that, the Blues score! They answer. I think it was Robert Thomas. His 100th National Hockey League goal. We're tied at 1. There we go. I'm celebrating because I'm wearing a Blues jersey. There we go. I just want a tight game. We want a good game. Even though I maybe want the Jets to win, I do want a good game. Good shot by Robert Thomas. Just skates it around the hash marks, far post and in. Blocker side on Comrie. Great shot. 100th career goal. Five-game point streak as well. Do we have the Blues horn on here? That's what I was looking for. I don't think we do. Anaheim, Boston, Calgary. I don't see Blues. We do have Winnipeg's horn. I forgot to play it when Winnipeg scored. We'll play it next time Winnipeg scores, if they do score. Good stuff. Right when I was saying, oh yeah, the game's kind of boring or whatever. Good shot by Robert Thomas. One thing I will say, the Blues have a very bright future. Like, they have so many great prospects. Like, they're going to be a lethal team in, like, I don't know, 3-4 years. For sure. When did you get a Four Nations jersey of Team Sweden? I ordered that jersey probably... I need to remember. It's probably in my email. Let me look at my email. I ordered it on February 5th. February 5th. So that was what? A week before the tournament started. And then I got it... I love how I'm looking in my email to see. It took a little while to get here because I got it from the Canucks team store, so I had to clear customs and all that. So I ordered it on the 5th of February, right? That's what I said. And it got here on, where's the date? The 18th. So it took 13 days to get to me. So not terrible from Canada. You can't beat that price, though. $140. $140, people. Insane. Like, they were selling blanks on, like, NHL.com for $200. Wow, big hit. Neighbors on Colin Miller there. 2:30 to go, 1-1 game. The game's picking up now. Jets will send it down. Donnell, but I did get my Four Nations Team USA jersey from the Fanatics website. Yeah. I thought about it hard, but I'm like, I'll pass on it. I'm going to wait for when the Olympic jerseys come out, because I want to get a Hellebuck Team USA jersey. So once the Olympic jerseys come out from Nike, I'll get one made with Hellebuck. That's what I'm going to do. Because I said I value the Olympics more than this tournament, so that's why I didn't really want to get one. Jared says, what is up? I was that game. You were at the game, Jared, and got Connor Hellebuck, Austin Matthews, and Matthew Tkachuk signed my jersey and got a Tkachuk USA hat. Well, that is incredible, Jared. Glad you were able to go to that game. I'm sure that atmosphere was insane. And on TV, it just looked like an amazing place to be at the TD Garden in Boston. You can thank our president, you know who, for the United States, for creating the tension between the two countries. But it definitely added fuel to the fire and made this game bigger than just a hockey game. You can just look at Trudeau's Twitter account. Fair play, Justin. Fair play, Trudeau. The Four Nations jerseys are selling out like hotcakes. The only jersey that's available is the Sweden jersey of Zibanejad and a blank Sweden 46. Well, yeah, I think the NHL and Fanatics, they did a very poor job with the jerseys. Like, they didn't release them till 2 weeks before the tournament was going to start. So that's mistake one. I don't think they even realized how popular this was going to be. So they only made like limited amounts of jerseys. And so once like people saw this tournament was going to be taken seriously, people were like, oh yeah, I want to get one now. And they started selling out like crazy. We got a penalty on the Blues here. Fosca for interference. So Jets to the power play. And their power play for Winnipeg is absolutely lethal. So we'll see if the Blues can fend off this Winnipeg power play. Here's Pionk down Broadway. Good save by Hofer. And the Blues cleared out. But yeah, limited quantities available. I wonder if they're going to drop the prices on any of them. If they drop the price of the U.S. jerseys, because there is one place where you can get a Team USA jersey. It's on the Rangers Team Store website. They have like a pre-made Adam Fox jersey. Even though he didn't really have a good tournament. It's still a piece of history. If they dropped it to like 150, I might snatch it. But I can't do anything more than that. Like $275 for a U.S. jersey, I think is ridiculous for a player that you don't really like that much. I like Adam Fox, but not $275 worth. Liam says hi. What is up, Liam? Thank you for stopping by. Happy Saturday. Happy hockey night. How is everybody doing, by the way? Are we sad about the USA game? Are we happy? Shot! Oh, just wide of Hofer. And that's going to do it for the first. 1-1 game. Shots 10-5 for Winnipeg. I'd say they controlled most of that period. And then Robert Thomas, kind of a nothing play, skated it down. It's kind of hash marks off the post and in past Comrie, and it's 1-1. So St. Louis in the game. Hofer is going to need to stand tall for the rest of this game if they want the Blues, any chance of the Blues to win. Jared says, I bought a Columbus Blue Jackets Stadium Series jersey. There you go. I'm not a big fan of that. I know, maybe I just have weird taste in jerseys. I'm not a big fan of that. Like, it's weird to have a ginormous graphic of a cannon on the front. Like, I like the simple word marks with, like, St. Louis or Rangers, or, you know, I like those kind of jerseys, so. I like the Detroit ones. I prefer the Detroit ones, I think. But yeah, that's just me. Trader. Are you talking to me, Trader? Liam, I'm not happy or mad because Crosby won something. I'm devastated. It took me back to 2010. I was in 5th grade in 2010. I remember watching that game in the living room with my family, and so happy when Parisi tied it, and then devastated when Crosby scored. And I can't watch it to this day. Watching that goal to this day makes me like, oh, it just brings back those memories. And I kind of got those same feelings when McDavid scored. So hopefully we can get a vengeance. Get our revenge next year in the Olympics. You're a Pens fan, so I have to be happy for him. You don't have to be happy for him. You don't have to. That's the thing. Like, I could care less where a guy plays his NHL team. When they put on the international jersey, like, they're like an enemy. Like, I love... Who's a good example? I love Matthew Barzal. When he puts on a Team Canada jersey, I root against him because I don't like Canada. It's even if, like, Canada won the World Hockey Championship or something with Barzal on it, I would be like, cool for Barzy, but I'm not happy about it. So that's how I am. I'm very, like, strict on it. Very strict. Well, all right. We're at the intermission mark. Hopefully the pace picks up a bit here. It is Saturday night after all. We want goals, right? We'll take a little break here. We'll do the spiel and go. If you are new, feel free to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Smash that like button as well if you're enjoying yourself. Follow us on social media at HockeyPod, and that's the Insta and Twitter. Want to check me out on Twitter at Grant Akeem is my handle. If you want to make a donation as well, you can do that through the live chat via Super Chats. We love the Super Chats. Thank you to the sponsors, DraftKings and Game Time. Use the promo code THPN for both and get $20 off your first purchase with Game Time. So you want to get tickets to the Blues, to see the Jets, to a concert, to a comedy show, whatever it might be. Use that discount. Get $20 off. It's all about saving money nowadays, I feel like. We want to make money and we want to save money at the same time. That should be life. Life in 2025. Make money and save money. Are you doing any soccer games tomorrow, says Liam. Tomorrow, I am not. I have a Zoom meeting, if you want to call it that, for school, so I can't do that tomorrow morning. And then I need to get my skate sharpened, and then I have a hockey game tomorrow night. So that's basically my day tomorrow. So no streams for me tomorrow. Maybe next weekend, Liam, we'll do some soccer. But this weekend, I was very busy this week, so... And tomorrow I'm busy, so we'll do that another time, maybe next weekend. Right, let's step aside, take a break, and we'll see you guys for the start of the second period.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day, or opening night. Comedy, or concerts. With Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Hello, everybody. We're back for the start of the second period. The puck just dropped, actually. Good timing on my part. Reminder, Jets on the power play here for about 25 seconds or so. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you are new, subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. We should make us on. Subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network. Follow us on Twitter at HockeyPodNet, Insta and Twitter handles. Check me out on Twitter at Grant Akeem is my handles for basically everything. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Give me a shout if you want or don't. That's fine too. Thank you to the sponsors, Game Time and DraftKings. Use that promo code THPN for both and you get $20 off your first purchase with Game Time. Right, let's get the stats back up. Shots 12-5 for Winnipeg. 10 seconds to go here. I don't know about you guys. I think Hofer has looked pretty solid tonight. I don't think he's looked bad. He's a solid backup to Bennington. And how many people here thought Bennington was going to suck in the Four Nations? Because I definitely did. I didn't think he would suck, but I didn't have a lot of faith in Bennington for Canada that he was going to save or win them a game. But, you think back to 2019 for Jordan Bennington and what he did for the Blues. And then you saw in that overtime, stoning Austin Matthews 3 times, and then McDavid won. I think it begs the question, what makes a good goaltender? Yeah, you can have all the best numbers in the world, like Connor Hellebuck or, when Igor last season was really good, or a couple of years ago, you can have the best numbers in the world, but when push comes to shove and you need a big save in a big moment, for me, that's the sign of a great or fantastic goaltender. That's what you want. In the big moments, you get the save that you need. It could be a 5-5 game, but you need to make that one save and 30 seconds to go in a game, you make the save. And that's what Bennington does. Is he going to give up some leakers? Sure. But push come to shove, you need a save in a big moment, he'll be there. And so I think a lot of people owe Jordan Bennington an apology because he was incredible for Canada in the OT against Sweden. Because reminder, if they would have lost that game to Sweden, they wouldn't have been in the championship. They lost. If Sweden would have won an OT, it would have been Sweden and the U.S. in the championship. So, I give props to Jordan. Jared says it was 50-50 of USA and Canada fans. That's what it sounded like on the broadcast, and that's kind of my worry about when the United States hosts international tournaments like that. The United States fans don't necessarily show out. Hopefully it changes now after this tournament, because everyone's amped up on international hockey. Because, anytime Canada hosts a tournament, it's 90% Canada. You might get 10% American fans or Sweden fans, Finland fans, wherever they're from, right? There's that little small percentage of non-Canadian fans, but it's mainly a pro-Canada crowd. Whenever the World Juniors have been here, which there haven't been many, I think it was hosted in Buffalo a couple times. The crowd's been mainly those World Juniors were terrible for attendance, so that's not a good barometer to choose. But like we saw in Boston, it was a 50-50 crowd. I wish we could get as much enthusiasm about hockey that Canada does and have a 90-10 American crowd in Boston. But like I said, hopefully it grows. World Juniors are in Minneapolis and St. Paul this upcoming Christmas. I hope we see a 90-10 American crowd there. Minnesota's close to the border, so there'll be a lot of Canadians, of course, but hopefully when it's U.S.-Canada on New Year's Eve, it's a mainly American crowd. But I would assume it would be pretty 50-50 since it's so close to the border. But that's exciting. I can't wait for the World Juniors. I can't wait for World Hockey Championships and World Juniors and Olympics. So much fun. What song are they playing? I like this. I can't sing it, so I can't tell you what it is. I keep dancing on my own. What song is that? I keep dancing on my own. Is it Caleb Scott? No, that's not it. That's not it. I keep dancing on my own. It had this really sick, like, beat to it, too. Oh. Robin? Who's Robin? Oh, this might be it. Yes. Robin, Dancing on My Own. That's a great song. 14 years ago it came out. I don't remember that coming out. Oh, yeah. Where's my phone? That's going on my playlist ASAP. That is a sick song. Sorry, I'm weird like that. I'll hear a song randomly and I'm like, I gotta find this. It sounds so good. You might get copyright. I don't want. Should I play for? We're gonna get copyrighted, so I probably shouldn't play it for you guys. If it was on my own channel, I would, but I don't want to risk copyright on this channel. I keep dancing on my own. Really good. Jared says, yeah, and Matthew doesn't look good right now. He looks hurt. He does. You could tell. He looked very hurt. Matthew was a shell of himself. I give props to Brady because he definitely looked hurt, but he was pushing through it. Like, he was laying hits. Like Drew Doughty, he sat Drew Doughty down a few times. Got the first goal. He was all over the ice. Like, he was still effective, even though he was clearly hurt. But yeah, we were definitely banged up for sure. And not having Charlie McAvoy on our blue line is a massive loss. He does so many of the little things right that kind of go unnoticed. He obviously lays the body out and is physical, but he's just a very smart defenseman in terms of like breakouts and making those passes to the forwards, and very good player. And he provides offense too. Just all around like a very solid defenseman. He's very good. So that was a big loss. Oh, is he playing right now in the Maple Leafs game? I forgot. We should do out-of-town updates. It's been a while since we've done an NHL stream on here, so... Next commercial break, we'll do an out-of-town score update, because there were lots of games today. Lots of games today. Shen's going to send it down. 15 minutes to go here in the second. A penalty. Or slashing. I think it's on Winnipeg. Number 6. Is that Miller? Yes, it is Miller. Slashed Holloway there. So Blues 2 of the power play. Big power play here. I don't know the Blues power play numbers. Woo! Where are the Blues? Islanders dead last. Go figure. The Blues are 23rd in the NHL, 19%. And then on the PK, every time I say PK, I think of PK Subban. The Jets are... Oh, they almost scored. 14th at 79.7%. So they're not terrible, St. Louis. They're not Islanders bad, but bottom of the league. I love these alternate jerseys, by the way. Very nice. Give it a shout. Hofer! The hell is Hofer doing there? Kyle Connor barreling down and he just held the puck and Kyle Connor didn't poke check it. That was bizarre. Sundqvist rebound and it's cleared away. Only to Fowler though. Rim to run the boards. Sundqvist finds Buchnevich. Here's Bolduc. Fowler. Shots just wide. Thomas looking for a second. Good power play. That was good. I'll probably do it though. We got 5 seconds left on the power play. Winnipeg gets it out. And the Wild beat the Red Wings in overtime. Did they? Did they? So that's a good point for Detroit, though, because they're in that... Good save by Comrie. They're in the final wild card spot, I believe, in the East. And we can look at the standings as well. Scheifele getting a punch in on Walker. I wondered if after these guys watched the Four Nations, if there'd be more physicality in the NHL. A little bit here. This game hasn't, like, not as physical as I was expecting, maybe. But here, let's do an out-of-town score update. And then we'll do standings. Let me get a sip of water, because there's a lot. Okay, so Kraken have a 2-1 lead over the Panthers in the third. Late in the third, about 7 minutes to go. Stars and Devils, it's 3-2 for the Dallas Stars. About 7 minutes to go in the third there. I don't know. Does that game mean much for the Devils? They're kind of locked in already. Jack Hughes scored. He didn't really do much. He scored 2 goals for the Devils. All their goals. Didn't do much for Team USA. Good to see Jack scoring. Colorado and Nashville. 2-1 for the Predators. That would be a massive win for Nashville. More so, it'd be a massive loss for Colorado, because that's a game you would think you'd get 2 points from, but Colorado in jeopardy of losing that game on the road with about 5 minutes left in the third. Doubling them in shots, by the way. Bruins and Ducks. The Ducks have the lead. The underdogs are winning today. Not really. I guess the Kraken, Predators, and Ducks. 2-1 over Boston and midway through the second. Toronto and Carolina midway through the second. 4-0 for the Maple Leafs. And what's crazy is I believe today is like the 5th anniversary of when David Ayres, the Zamboni driver for Toronto, was called into action because Carolina got like 2 injuries to their goalies and he beat the Maple Leafs. So that's kind of crazy how that worked out. Who scored? Tavares, Kampf, Steves, and Holmberg. I thought about doing this game, but I thought let's do a Blues game because I haven't done the Blues ever. Canadians and Senators 3-2 for Montreal. About 16 minutes left in the second there. Patrick Laine scored. Stützle scored. Jake Sanderson scored for Team USA on Thursday. Cole Caulfield scored. He should be with the U.S. in the Olympics, I think. Brendan Gallagher scores. So those are your goal scorers. I know Brady Tkachuk, he's ruled out. I saw that. But it's day-to-day, so it's nothing too serious, which is good for Ottawa. Because they're looking to make the postseason for the first time since they made it to the East Finals, I think. Back, like, what was that, 2012 or whatever year that was? Here we go. Oh, fuck, backdoor. Couldn't finish his Christmas dinner. Justin Falk. It kind of rolled off his stick, to be fair, but tough one for Justin. Big hit on Sandberg. Oh. Broberg couldn't hold on to it. Blue Jackets and Blackhawks 2-1 for Columbus. I'd say this is like a nothing game, but Columbus this year have really pushed for that final spot. And that game next weekend, and the outdoor game, that's a massive game. Detroit and Columbus. Here's Neighbors. Drops it for Buchnevich. I like this from the Blues. They really have come alive here in the second. Hand pass? Hand pass. Our game is, of course, 1-1. And then tonight, we got some... this game's kind of meh. Utah and LA doesn't do much for me. At 9 p.m. Eastern. I might watch this game tonight. Canucks and Golden Knights. Big news for Canucks fans. Kevin Lankinen's extended for 5 years, for like $4.5 million. Which begs the question, are they done with Thatcher Demko? That's kind of a surprising deal. Are they just going to roll Lankinen and Seeloffs? If that's the case, I'd be devastated. I'm a huge Thatcher Demko fan. If he left Vancouver, I would cry. But, you know, it is what it is. I guess Demko's hurt again. The last stream we did, actually, we covered it. It was Toronto and Vancouver. And it was in warm-ups. We saw the video of Demko. He, like, pushed to his left, and he, like, grabbed his, like, you know, groin area. And he tried to muster through it in the first period, but he left midway through the first, and Lankinen had to finish. So I wonder if it's, like, a long-term injury. He re-aggravated his old injury again, and he's going to be out. Which would be very unfortunate. I feel for Thatcher. 2 years in a row of... Oh! Walker just missed. Just missed. They're turning into Austin Matthews, the Blues, right now. Can't finish. That's my one Austin Matthews joke I'll make tonight. Oh, Vilardi! Just like that. One chance. One chance for the Jets. And it goes in the back of the net. All that pressure for the Blues. You got to feel for them. All the chances they had. They couldn't finish it. And what happens when you don't finish? Other team's going to score and capitalize on you. There we go. Go Jets, go. I gotta say, even though I like, and you know, I obviously like the Jets a lot. They're like my third favorite team. When you put on the Blues jersey, like I don't know, I want the Blues to win. You know, I'm wearing the jersey. We got the setup. I want the Blues to win. Sue me. Tough one for St. Louis. What was I talking about? Demko? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Demko. If someone at home knows, put it in the live chat. I don't know. what the latest update on Thatcher is. Just, I feel bad for him. Let's see. Demko week to week for the Canucks with a lower body injury will not join Vancouver on upcoming road trip. Tocchet said at this time he did not think the injury was serious and that it was not related to the left knee injury that kept him out for the first 2 months of the season. It's not the knee, Tocchet said after the game. So yeah, that's good news. It's not the same injury, but he's day to day. We'll see when he comes back. Hopefully he can come back soon. Based on the deal, though, that's a lot of money to give up for Lankinen, so I wonder if they might move away from Thatcher Demko. Which, where would he go? Where would Thatcher Demko go? I know Buffalo. Buffalo's always looking for a goalie. They have Ukko Pakalukinen. But they have Devin Levi, though. They have Devin Levi. But I don't know, you could have a Devin Levi, Thatcher Demko tandem. That's not bad. Who else could use a goaltender right now? None of the New York teams. Obviously not Winnipeg. Not St. Louis. I feel like Carolina changes their goalies every freaking year, so you might go to Carolina. Toronto? Joseph Waldo, he's been solid. I don't know. Maybe like a Calgary Flames, have a Dustin Wolf Demko tandem. That's not bad. So yeah, I might tune into that game tonight. That's a good one. And then we have lots of finals as well. We got to do the finals. Wild won in overtime. 4-3. Flyers win 6-3 over the Oilers. Big win for Philly. They're in that Eastern wild card race. That's insane. Matej Michkov scores. Look at that. The Capitals and Penguins, I saw this. So it was a 2-2 game entering the third, right? And then it just exploded. No, midway through the second, it was 2-2, and then it just exploded. Ends 8-3 for the Capitals. That's insane. Ovechkin did not score. Chikrin got a couple. Yeah, he didn't score. 8 goals and OV couldn't get one. You're killing me. And then, wow. What's up with these matinee games today? 8-2. The Sabres over the New York Rangers. That's ridiculous. Dahlin scored. Tage Thompson. Dahlin scored again. Chris Kreider scores. Obviously, yeah, he scores now. Couldn't score in Thursday. Tage Thompson again. That's crazy. 8-2. And it's not like those games were high shots either. They're like 33-28 were the shots in that game. 32-31. That's insane. That's the new NHL. That's what they want. They want goals, and they're getting them. Here, we got a power play for Winnipeg here. Let's watch this. Fasca, 2 minutes for tripping. Wow. Ehlers got his stick lifted and it fly and almost went into the audience. That's crazy. Wow, what a shit play by Pionk. Let's go. Breakaway chance. Torbchenko. It's got to be a penalty shot, ref. Penalty shot. Oh, how is that not a penalty shot? Torbchenko Yeah, he kind of had to pump the brakes a little bit to stay on sides because Sammy Walker took an eternity to give him the puck. He's in. He's in on Eric Comrie, and Pionk hooks him, and there's not a penalty shot. That's shocking to me. Like, I don't know what a penalty shot is anymore if that's not a penalty shot. So they called it hooking. It kind of negates the rest of the Winnipeg power play. So the Blues will have about a minute and 48 to play with. Oh, Holloway hit the post. I was just whacking in a tweet there, everybody. So Justin Falk's going to skate it here. Blues on the power play now. Another stick breaks. Puck goes out of play. 5:12 to go here in the second. Still 2-1. Jared says, I call Brady Tkachuk MVP. I don't know if he was MVP of the whole tournament, but for Team USA, I think he was definitely one of the MVPs. He was the heart and soul. Oh, one-timer! Good save by Comrie. IFL is going to send it down. But, Brady Tkachuk and Matthew, they're the blood, the heartbeat of the team. And I'll chuck in Hellebuck. I thought he had a great tournament as well. We love Connor Hellebuck. The hit he put on Connor McDavid. Yes, McAvoy's hit on McDavid. Loved it. That was right after McDavid burned him, too. So that was good to see the response from Charlie. And we scored right away after that, right? Gensel scored right after the hit. Comrie's got a cover here. 4:26 to go. Having a tough time picking the puck up there. I've been there. Jared says the Red Wings blew a 2-goal lead in the third period. That's wild. Wilfredo sucks. Finn says go Blues. I like the cat picture. Username could use some work. Wilfred sucks. Honestly, I thought that said Fredo sucks fat. Or like Willie Alfredo sucks at. Yeah. We gotta work on that. Jared says it was 3-1 Red Wings and the Wild scored 2 goals. Yes, 2 goals in the third. That adds up. That adds up. RJ says 8 Sabres, Rangers 2. Yes, we went over that. Yes, we did. Let's take a look at the standings. Can I show you standings quick? Let's see if I can do it. Yes, we can. Is this better? You can actually see this now. Eastern Conference, the Florida Panthers. That's how you Canadians like to say it. The Panthers. In first, 71 points. The Atlantic, look at how tight this is. I mean, this could go any direction, really. Toronto in second with 68. Tampa with 66. Top three in the Metro. This is pretty cemented. Carolina and New Jersey are basically playing for home ice in the first round. But we have Washington in first with 82. Carolina in second with 70. And then New Jersey in third with 68. Wild card teams. You got Ottawa in first with 62. Detroit now is 62. Columbus is right there with 60. Boston's right there with 60. The Rangers have 58. Islanders are sort of there in sixth. Philly is sort of there. I think Montreal, Pittsburgh, and Buffalo are out. And Philadelphia and up are still alive, in my opinion. In the Western Conference, the Winnipeg Jets first with 81 points. And you got Dallas and Minnesota tied for second. I think that will be a first-round matchup. Home ice doesn't matter, in my opinion, for either team, to be honest. I think that's your first-round matchup. Vegas was 72. Edmonton was 72. LA Kings was 65. And then in the wild card race, you got Colorado with 68 and Vancouver 63. 3-point gap off Calgary with 60. Utah is sort of there, but they're out. So basically, it's just Calgary and Vancouver battling it out for that last wild card spot, and the rest of the teams are basically just fighting for positioning in the playoffs. So that is your standings update. There we go. We can get rid of that now. Boom. We got good stretch. 2:40 to go here in the second. One thing I've always wondered, if people are still watching me, which I don't know, because again, the live chat's gone quiet again. Are you guys watching the game with me? Or, because I'm genuinely curious. This is kind of like Grant's survey here. Are you guys watching the game with me, if you're still here? Or are you just watching the stream? Because I'm curious to how hockey people do this. Because like for the soccer streams I do, people are watching the game with me. But I feel like whenever we do streams on here, no one's actually watching the game. Maybe besides only a handful of people. So I'm just curious. 150 to go now. If you're St. Louis, you're definitely you're not disappointed in terms of the effort. You're disappointed because you couldn't get a goal, because they've controlled most of the second period. You get sense that goal for Winnipeg was kind of deflating. Good pressure here, though. Here's Thomas. Falk in the corner. Winnipeg gets it out. Wow! Good save by Comrie there, one-timer. Here's Joseph. Shots! Oh, that Bolduc should have shot it there. Broberg shot. Saved by Comrie. They got to nick a goal here. St. Louis. They got to. Here's Joseph. Shot. Another save by Comrie. We got the line change in the second, so these Winnipeg Jets players are gassed right now. Parayko goes wide. Feed Parayko. Fowler. He's got to shoot it. Oh, just wide. He's looking for the tip. And we got a little bit of a skirmish here between Joseph and Miller. Miller's pointing at him and saying, F you, man. That's what Miller just said. And I think, I forgot his name. The Blues guy was like, F you as well. Wow, so that was a great period for the Blues, in my opinion. Shots 8-8, 8 apiece. They just couldn't get anything past Comrie. The backdoor plays were there. They just couldn't finish. Comrie had some good saves. And this one little play by Winnipeg, and Velarde just tipped it past Hofer, and it's 2-1. So nothing to be sad about for... Let me change this. Nothing to be sad about for the Blues, but just disappointing that you couldn't bury it. But lots of game left. There's a full period of hockey remaining. I appreciate everybody's tuned in so far. I feel like I'm talking to a mirror because no one else is chatting, but that's okay. If I just need to chat to myself the rest of the night, that's fine. But this is supposed to be interactive, people, so if you are tuning in, don't hesitate. Don't be shy. We can chat about hockey or anything else if you're still with me. But if you are new and just tuning in, subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, smash the like button as well. Follow us on social media at HockeyPod. That's the Insta and Twitter. My Twitter handle is @GrantAkeem. If you want to make a donation, do that via Super Chat. Game Time and DraftKings, use that promo code THPN. $20 off your first purchase for Game Time. And we'll step aside and we'll be back for the start of the third period, everybody.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Hello, everybody. We're back for the start of the third period. As a matter of fact, puck has just dropped for the third period. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been an electric evening. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner, wrap around, they score! Is that Thomas? It is Thomas again. Wow. What? How long? 15, 16 seconds into the period, a backhand wraparound, and I don't think Eric Comrie was expecting it. Because he played that terribly. Look at this. Buchnevich comes in. Yeah, I think when he pushed to the left post, Comrie just misjudged it. He didn't push to the post and seal it off. He pushed himself into the net. So left a room there for Thomas to get it in. That's very rare. You rarely see the backhand wraparound work, but there you go. Soft play by the Jets defense, and it's a 2-2 game. There you go. 16 seconds in. We wanted a good one. The prayers have been answered. That's a well-deserved goal for St. Louis, because I think that's offside. They had a very good second period. I thought they deserved a goal. So, well deserved. 16 seconds in. 16 seconds. Second of the night for Robert Thomas as well. 101st now of his NHL career. But as I was saying, subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner. We got you covered. For the rest of the NHL, we got you covered for the outdoor game next weekend. I don't know if I'm going to do that one. I'm sure someone else will pick it and sign up for it. I might do a different game. I'm trying to think of anything else. That's basically it. We did Four Nations. We had a couple Four Nation streams. I don't know if World Hockey Championships is a thing. On this channel, I might do it on my channel. If it's not a thing here, I'm sure I could ask. Otherwise, I like watching that with my family because it's a big family event that we all watch the World Hockey Championships in the springtime. So, good save by Hofer there. 18:43 to go. But yeah, follow us on our social media pages at HockeyPodNet's the Insta and Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Grant Hakeem is my Twitter handle. At Grant_Hakeem is my Insta and Tickety Talk. And then if you want to bet, if you're into sports betting, I don't know, if you're watching, is it something that you guys are into? Because I've dabbled with it, like, I don't know. Not much. I think I bet like once on a parlay thing. I don't even know how that works, to be honest with you. I bet like $5. Of course, lost it. But if you're into, betting and whatever, DraftKings, use that promo code THPN when you sign up. Not my thing. I don't know if it will ever be my thing. Here come the Jets. Look out! Oh, what a save by Hofer on Sandberg. He had no idea where that was, Hofer. But he makes the stop. That's all that matters. Is that Fowler? That was Cam Fowler. Rush the puck in. Game's picking up now. We love it. And then also Game Time. Use that promo code THPN when you sign up for Game Time. You get $20 off on your first purchase as well. So if you want to catch a Blues game, you want to catch a Jets game, use that promo code. But yeah, what's crazy, I've only been to one game this year in person. It was Islanders Devils preseason at UBS. I went to New York in September. It was my first time seeing the Islanders on Long Island, so that was lots of fun. But yeah, I have not been, because ticket prices are insane. Because I live in Minnesota, and, it's like 90 plus bucks to see a game. I'm like, that's not worth it. I'd rather just watch it on TV, thank you. And I don't watch Wild games to begin with. I don't like the Wild, so I don't like go to a lot of games anyways. But like if the Jets were in town or if the Blues were in town, Canucks, Islanders, like I'd want to go, but it's so expensive to go, so it's just not worth it. And then of course, you know, the blackout situation, the games are blacked out locally, so I have to find an illegal stream to watch it. That's the next thing. I know I harp on about this every stream, but that's the next thing the NHL needs to fix is the streaming situation and partner with Apple or ESPN Plus or Disney or someone where it's all on one platform, every game, and no blackouts like Major League Soccer does. They really need to do something like that to make the game more accessible to fans. You can still do your national TV games on TNT and whatever, ESPN, ABC, but have every game be available on ESPN Plus or Disney or whatever platform you want to use. And then have neutral announcers for every game. Get rid of the home and away broadcast, in my opinion. That's what they do for soccer, and I really like it. And I know I'm in the minority on that, but that's just my opinion. Falk almost took the head off. Who was that? That defenseman, Sandberg. It was probably Sandberg. Not important. What's going on with Sportsnet? The audio is terrible. It's like moving from this year to this year. It's crazy. Here's I follow. Shot goes wide. Well, I hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday night. All of you guys are so chatty. I love it. I hope everything's going well. This is a free-for-all. I can talk about anything. I can talk about anything. Okay. What we should do, let's talk college hockey, because I can hear you through the screen, and you're telling me, Grant, let's talk about college hockey. We always do a college hockey update. Hello, hello. Can we hear me now? This software, I don't like this software because it just doesn't. For whatever reason, my microphone is like this software. $16 seconds. But yeah, Keem is my instant. That is hilarious. Yeah, you couldn't hear me. That's funny. All right. Oh, we have audio back now, which is good. Honestly, it probably didn't even make a difference because no one's even here. So, does not matter in the slightest, does it? When you have the technical difficulty, because no one's watching, which is fantastic. uh, that's fine. I was gonna watch this game anyway, so. You want roses by the stairs. I don't know if that's a line. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Say it ain't so. I will not go. Turn the lights on. Carry me home. If you lay still, I'll be your thrill. You never bum bum. You never bum bum. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. That's the song that has like work sucks. I know. That's a good line. There we got Mr. Glass Pounder behind the net. I don't get why that's a thing. Like if you go to a game, are you actually gonna pound the glass like that? It looks like you're doing a different gesture. Puck goes out of play. 8:08 to go. The shots 25-15. I will say the Blues, though, those 15 shots have been somewhat of high quality. So, TV timeout. Well, let's do our college hockey thing since no one could hear me. I can do it again. Love it. Not sounds in my head. Work sucks. I know. Da-na-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-na-na-na-na. Okay, let's start with the Atlantic Hockey Conference, which is everyone's favorite conference. I can see your smiling face at home that you love the Atlantic Hockey Conference and you want me to be talking about this. It's riveting stuff. Canisius 3, Niagara 2, RIT 6, Mercyhurst 3. Big win for RIT there. Rochester Institute of Technology. The Tigers, look out for them. Bentley lost to Sacred Heart. Air Force and Robert Morris are in overtime. I like Robert Morris. They're a team that makes the tournament occasionally. I would say Robert Morris, RIT, and Canisius make the tournament the most. And they have AIC and Army. AIC made it one year. Army won. But the thing about the Atlantic, that's the worst conference in college hockey, so they take up one of the 16 spots in the pairwise. So if you are 16th in the pairwise, you're not going to make the tournament because one of the Atlantic teams, is going to win their conference tournament. And if you win your conference tournament, you get an automatic bid to the NCAAs. So you got to be at bare minimum top 15 in the pairwise. And that's the beauty of college hockey. You could have a crap season, and then, you win your conference tournament and you're in the NCAAs. So it doesn't matter. All that matters is the conference tournament, which is pretty cool. Big Ten, this is the big one. That's what she said. The Gophers won 6-3 over the Ohio State Buckeyes. They swept them, I believe. They won 6-3 tonight. Notre Dame has a 2-0 lead over the Wisconsin Badgers. I don't like the Badgers. I don't like Notre Dame that much either, so whatever. Penn State beat Michigan State, and this is kind of a big upset. Penn State beating Michigan because they won in a shootout yesterday. Good poke check by Kyle Connor. Penn State beat Michigan State in the shootout yesterday. So it's kind of a half sweep for Penn State. And Michigan State's the number 1 team in the country. So that is sort of an upset. It says Penn State's 18. I think that's based on the poll, though. I want to look at the pairwise. The CCHA, nothing interesting, really. I like Ferris State. They beat Michigan Tech 3-2. Mankato won 4-1 over Lake Superior. Here's Justin Falk. And Niederreiter does well. ECAC, a lot of the smarty pants go here. You got Yale and Princeton in overtime. I wonder what the chirps are like in a Yale-Princeton game. It's like, your GPA is below 4.0, asshole. You only got in because you play hockey. You're not that smart. I read more books than you. That's probably the chirps you get in a Yale-Princeton game. So that game's 2-2. Clarkson and Colgate, 5-3 for Clarkson. Quinnipiac, they're a good tournament team, Quinnipiac. 4-0 lead over Brown. Cornell, 6-0 lead over St. Lawrence. Dartmouth, 2-1 over Union. Harvard, Rensselaer, 3-2 for Harvard. Good pressure here for the Blues. Shot goes wide. Here's Cam Fowler. Shot! Good block by Gustafson. 5:28 to go, 2-2 game. 25-15 are the shots for the Jets. Blues are going to regroup here. Hockey East, this is a very good conference. You got BU against Northeastern. A bit of a rival game here. Looks like BU is going to win. Here's Thomas! Saved by Comrie. Looking for the hat trick. We've entered the Final Five, brought to you by DraftKings. We'll just start doing that now. Here's Ehlers trying to find Perfetti. Pionk broke his stick. Look out! Jake Neighbors on the breakaway. Saved by Comrie. Gotta be a penalty shot. If that's not a penalty shot, what is this? Another chance. Oh, Comrie again. It's a holding call on Sandberg. You had to do it. I think he gave him a double. He got the double, Pionk. Two separate minors. I think he held him twice. That's harsh. I think that's stupid. You can't... That's like double jeopardy when you go to court. You can't get charged for the same crime twice. That's double jeopardy. He got charged again for the same penalty twice. I don't think that's fair. But either way, it's a double minor, and the Blues for the rest of this period are going to be on the power play in a 2-2 game. Gotta bury one. If they don't, Jets will win this in overtime. That's my prediction. Back to college hockey, because I know everyone's excited to talk college hockey. Boston College, they're winning over Vermont 4-0. They're my favorites to win the NCAA tournament championship game in, when's that, April? They're my favorites. They'll avenge the loss of Denver last year. NCHC, Western Michigan, Arizona State are 3-3 in OT. North Dakota is shellacking the Bulldogs of Duluth 6-0. St. Cloud State 4-2 over Colorado College. Miami, Denver 5-2 for Denver. And then you have Alaska, Fairbanks, the Nanooks, who are the same colors, blue and yellow. Nanooks had the lead over Augustana 4-3. And then Lindenwood is playing Alaska Anchorage. That's 7 p.m. local time, Alaska time. So I'm assuming that's like at 11 p.m. Eastern. I don't know Alaska time, how far back they are. They must be like a couple hours back from like West Coast. I don't know though. I'm not a time zone expert. Let's take a look at the pairwise. That's what I'm curious about. I haven't looked at the pairwise in a while. Oh, there it is. When Pionk, okay, that's fine. I thought it was on the same play, so that's not double jeopardy. So yeah, that's actually some good by the refs. That was a good call. Yeah, by the way, the Blues have not led tonight, so they're looking for their first lead. 4 minutes to go. Their power play is ranked 23rd in the NHL, give or take. It was around there last time I looked. Falk, Kyrou. This got to be it. Oh, Holloway just missed. And they got to regroup. That's the problem when you miss on those near side shots. You got to regroup. But yeah, pairwise. So you got Boston College 1, Michigan State 2. Honestly, I think the championship game is going to be Boston College and Michigan State. And think of the goaltending battle you're going to have there. Oh, just wide of Comrie. You're going to have Fowler for Boston College, and then you're going to have Trey Augustine for Michigan State. Like, the future of USA goaltending. Oh, they score! Buchnevich buries it. High blocker on Comrie. 3-2. Let's go, Blues. Wow. On the power play. The fans are loving it. I love the organ music as well for the goal horn. I think that's cool. Just stepped into it. Not the hardest clapper you'll ever see, but when you get a free shot like that at the top of the circle, it's pretty easy to bury one. Off the post and in, just like Robert Thomas did. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. It was scored in the first 2 minutes of the double minor, so they still got to kill off the second part of that penalty of the double minor. So the Blue is still on the power play here. Love to see it. Love to see it. See, I'm the good luck charm for the St. Louis Blues. We put on the jersey. We do a Blues stream for the first time. They're on their way. It wasn't looking good in the first. I thought we were in for kind of a stinker. But they fought hard in the second. They got the early goal here in the third. They get that double minor. And they get the potential game winner. And you got to give credit to the Blues. Like, how many times had they been? They've been behind the Jets' defense. That's 2 breakaways now that the Blues have had. So they certainly haven't given up when they were down. $50 seconds to go on the power play. Miller sends it down. They got to regroup. Yeah, at what point do you have to pull Eric Comrie here, everybody? Wilfredo Sucksat Finn. How long left? A minute and 13 seconds. Minute 13. Thomas. Perico. Shen. Oh, toe save by Comrie. He's going to cover. A minute and 1 to go. 11 seconds left on the power play. As I was saying, the future of USA goaltending, Fowler and Trey Augustine, look out. I think that could be a national championship matchup we get in the springtime in April. Hopefully we get it. That'd be fun. Yeah, Minnesota, Maine, Western Michigan, Providence, UConn. UConn's been a surprise. Ohio State, Denver, BU, UMass, Michigan, Quinnipiac, Mass, Arizona State, Penn State. Okay. Yeah, someone was on the channel who really likes Maine, and I've been surprised by Maine this year for college hockey. They used to be a powerhouse like back in the early 2000s. $50 seconds to go. Penalty has been killed. Good job by the Blues just to waste time here. Next time Jets get it down, they got to get Comrie into the bench. Here's Kyle Connor. Eric Comrie's pulled. Scheifele. Can't get it to go. Nemestikov. Connor! Say score! Is it Kyle Connor? I don't know. It might have gotten tipped, but the Jets tied at 3 with 27 seconds to go. That's Velarde, his second of the night. Oh, you got to feel for the Blues. I feel bad for the Blues. I put on the jersey, and I kind of want the Blues to win. I feel bad. They played a great second period. They didn't get any goals, but they started the third with a bang. They ended it. I thought they ended it with a bang. They were going to hold on 3-2. But look at Kyle Connor, tipped by Velarde. And I hope that Pratt coach for the United States, Mike Sullivan, is watching. He should have put Kyle Connor in the championship game on Thursday, because that's why. Provides offense, good shot on net, it gets tipped. But that's what Kyle Connor provides. And the fact that we had Chris Kreider sitting his ass on the bench doing nothing, being a glorified cheerleader with Matthew Tkachuk. Ridiculous. Put Kyle Connor in. This is why. This is my evidence. This is my evidence. Well, 3-3 game, 16.4 to go. I think we're heading to overtime. It's been a little bit since we've done OT on the channel. Broberg. Save Comrie. Another shot, save. 5 seconds to go. Easy save for Hofer. 3-3. We're heading to OT. Get your predictions in. You know what's funny? I did a Blues game actually when they played the Islanders way back. This was back in like November. And I predicted Jake Neighbors to win it in overtime. And that actually happened. So let's see if I can predict it again for the Blues. I'm going Robert Thomas. He's feeling it tonight. He's on 2 goals. It's got to be Robert Thomas for the Blues. That's what I think is going to happen. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. I'm going to tweet that. What's his Butchergrass? He has a overtime challenge handle. I forgot what the hashtag is. Bucci. Here we go. Hashtag Bucci Overtime Challenge. Get your hashtag Bucci Overtime Challenge in. I got Thomas for the Blues. If the Jets win it, it's probably going to be Kyle Connor, and I'm going to laugh at Mike Sullivan if that's the case. So we got Lowry, Ehlers, and Pionk. Thomas, Neighbors, Periaco for the Blues. Puck is down. Here we go. David says this game has been a true battle and will go down as such whether the Jets or Blues win this game. Oh, Periaco missed. Here come the Jets. Ehlers motoring down. He's from Denmark. Look out. It's Thomas. It's Thomas. It's still Thomas. He's going to circle back. Here we go. Oh, how did that not go in for Falk? Wow. Good save by Comrie. I don't know how that didn't go in. I don't know how it did. Justin Falk alone on Eric Comrie and didn't bury it. Here's Kyrou. Shen. Good stick by Scheifele. Slings it for Falk. Lays it for Shen. Dangling. Shot. Oh, kick save by Comrie, and it goes out of play. Wow, Eric Comrie. Big time saves. Both goalies tonight have played excellent. Hofer made some big saves, and it was 2-2. He stoned Kyle Connor. Don't you forget that save. Don't you forget about me, says Hofer. He had that big time save on Connor. But Comrie says, don't you forget about me as well. Face-off 1. Here's Kyle Connor. Good job by Thomas. Stripped him. He still has his clothes on, which is good. But here's Scheifele. Connor! Good save by Hofer. And look out, here come the Blues. Kyrou and Thomas. Kyrou! Oh, shoot it! Shoot it! Pratt. Here's Scheifele. 3-on-1. Scheifele. What a play by Broberg. Superman. Broberg makes the defensive play. Scheifele. DeMello. Connor. His shot. Glove save by Hofer. Wow. Electric overtime. Electric overtime here. David says Comrie had to be sharp in OT with 2 huge scoring chances for the Blues just over a minute in. Yes. Asant says let's effing go Jets. And then are you Indian? It's funny. Everyone this is what's funny. I get so many comments like that, and in real life as well. People they don't know where I think ethnicity wise, who I am. And so they're like, are you Mexican? Are you Indian? Are you what are you? I'll tell you at the end of this game because we got to cover this. This is crazy OT. Here's Holloway behind the net. I thought he could have done a Michigan play there. Here's Shen. Gonna circle back. Lots of circling. Here's Falk. Shot! Good save by Comrie. His positioning tonight has been very good, Comrie. Two minutes to go. Here's Buchnevich. Shot blocked. It's there! Neighbors! Good defense by the Jets. Here's Perfetti. They're gassed, though. Here's Perfetti. Lowry's fresh off the bench. Pass goes awry, but Jets will remain with the puck in that possession. Asant, you gotta stop spamming. Stop spamming, buddy. You gotta stop it. And I can't show you the screen because copyright. Let's get this together, people. Let's use our brains here. Here's Lowry. Oh, wow. What a play by Lowry. He sat Kairu down. Shot. Oh, tipped wide by Lowry. 50 seconds to go in overtime. Blues fans love it. Been a good overtime. Get up, Jake. He's on his ass. Get up. Here's DeMello at the point. Cotter! Saved by Hofer. Cotter's had like 3 chances tonight to score. 20 seconds to go. Perico. Oh, that was close. Could have been offsides. I think it was onsides. 10 seconds to go. Last push here of overtime. Here's Kyle Connor. Still Connor. Good poke check by Thomas. 2 seconds and 1. And we're heading to a shootout. From a shootout. Heading to a shootout. What's your predictions? Who's going to win the shootout? I still got Blues. I think Hofer... Well, both goalies have been great, but I think Hofer is going to get it done here. David says this game may very well go into a shootout. Ty Edit says, watching from St. Louis. Let's go Blues. What's up, Ty? David says, it's shootout time. I'm watching from Toronto on Sportsnet. I'm watching on Sportsnet. I'm watching the Sportsnet feed. I always pick the Sportsnet feed on ESPN+. I think they do a better job. And it's hockey night in Canada, so you gotta watch the Sportsnet. Wilfredo sucks sat Finn. What channel is the game on? It's on Sportsnet if you're in Canada, and it's on like Victory Plus if you're in St. Louis. If you wanna illegally watch the stream, I'm sure you could find a website to do that, but like I said before, we cannot show you the game here because there is such a thing as copyright infringement, and if you get copyright infringement, your channel gets banned forever, and I don't think anybody would want that. So this could be a long shootout because both goalies have been excellent tonight. Here's Thomas for St. Louis on Eric Comrie. Good save by Comrie. Patience. Patience is key. Patience is key in these shootouts. If you're a goalie. I like how calm he is too, Eric Comrie. He bit a little bit, to be fair, but... Here's Mark Scheifele in on Hofer. Hit the post. Hit the post. We head to the top of the second. No one has scored. He tried to do the Patrick Kane where you go fast and then stop slow. Here's Pavel Buchnevich. Top of the second on Eric Comrie. Oh, another great save by Comrie. He bit early. He's able to push to the right and make the blocker save. Yeah, he bit once again, but good composure. Bottom of the second, and it's Kyle Connor. Hofer's just denied Connor all night, so let's see what he can do here. And he gets him this time. Kyle Connor buries it. So now we head to the top of the third, and St. Louis has to score. Otherwise, Winnipeg wins this thrilling game. Brayden Schenn On Eric Comrie. Oh, hit the post! And Winnipeg. This period started off terribly for Winnipeg. And the Jets get the W. They get the 2 points. You got to feel for the St. Louis Blues here. You got to feel for St. Louis. What an effort in the second period. Effort in the third period was there. They had the lead, from that 4-minute double minor power play. And then with, 20 seconds to go, Winnipeg ties it up, and they win it in overtime. And just remember, that's the, 9th win in a row for the Winnipeg Jets, which might be a franchise high. I know it might be a high this season. But here we go. Oh. Yes, franchise record, 9 straight victories. Thank you, Sportsnet. Amazing. Wow. And I think they're it's the fastest they've gotten to 40 points, or 40 wins, excuse me, in a season. I think that's what he said. But fantastic. What a game that was. I thought this might have been a stinker based on the first period. The Jets were kind of dominated the play there. David says, a slim win, but the Blues missing all 3 of their chances. The Jets win in the shootout round. The Jets need to thank Comrie a lot because he kept him in the game. The Blues still get a standings point. Exactly. Ty says, damn, and that hurts. Yeah, well, as a Blues fan, you're not really looking to make the postseason, and you're looking to the future. So, good game. I love the compete from St. Louis against the tough Winnipeg Jets team. They took them to overtime. They just couldn't hang on for 20 seconds. That was the difference. Both goaltenders were outstanding. Let's do our 3 stars of the game, and then we'll head out. So 3 stars of the game for me. I think 3rd star, I'm going to give it to Hofer. I thought he had a really good game. 2nd star, I'm going to give it to Eric Comrie, because I thought he was outstanding today. And then 1st star, who should we give it to for Winnipeg? Velarde, he got 2 goals, so let's give it to Velarde. He's your 1st star. Honorable mention to Robert Thomas. He got 2 goals for St. Louis. 3 stars. But yeah, let's wrap it up here. I appreciate everybody tuning in. This was so much fun to do. Thank you for tuning in late, everybody. That was fun to chat. It was mostly dead for most of the night, so I appreciate everybody tuned in late. That was fun. If you are new, subscribe to the channel. Bottom right-hand corner, smash the like button as well. Follow us on social media at HockeyPod. That's the Insta and Twitter. If you want to check me out on Twitter, at Grant Akeem is my Twitter handle. Also, thank you to the sponsors, DraftKings. Use that promo code THPN for both DraftKings and Game Time. Get $20 off your first purchase when you sign up for Game Time. Which is big if you want to see the Blues in person, or the Jets in person, or whoever, concert, comedy show, whatever it might be. You can do that via Game Time. Anything else to say, really? I appreciate everybody tuning in. This was fun. Hope you have a great rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the rest of Hockey Night in Canada. I always like to end the stream by saying it's such a crazy world. I'm sending all my love. It's his back there from me to you and to everybody around the world who could use some love. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And I'll see you next week for another watch along on the channel.